welcome to Colouring with Colourful Crafts. First of all, very sorry for the long absence. Like I mentioned before, we've had decorators here and everything's been a bit up in the air. I also felt a bit uninspired, and I found it at the time best to delete all of my uploads, personal self-esteem issues really, and also to kind of just, I don't know, to kind of have a revamp of the channel. And I've also felt it best to hide who I follow, just to protect others' privacy. And I felt this was like kind of maybe just better for the channel. And also that I've decided not really to enter into much discussion or interaction between myself and others, as I do feel this was a bit too much, and it tends to bring my self-esteem down. I have a lot of difficulties dealing with the anxiety that I have, and anything that I do just never seems good enough for me. I don't know if you have that feeling, but I suppose we all do. Anyway, if you could respect that, thank you. And if you really are interested in any colouring related only ideas, then my email address is below. So without further ado, thank you if you've stayed on my channel for so long, and I shall get into what I've coloured for the month of July, even though it's now midway, nearly through August, but you know, whatever. Okay, so the first one I did was this one. This was the one I showed you in a preview. This is A Lady and the Three Chameleons. I actually had the Karma Chameleon song playing while I was colouring in this, because it kind of lifted my spirits a bit and made me laugh. So that was just me trying to be funny, but it worked when you're colouring along to that with the chameleons. So yeah, and I thought they were kind of like me trying to fit in but totally not fitting in. I went for that kind of idea on it, you know, the opposite of what a chameleon is, I suppose. Sometimes you've just got to let your true colour show. I did this with Prisma colours, I think, Polychromos, I'm just looking at a list here, and then some nondescript pens, because most of the names I'd all worn off them, I've had them that long. Yeah, funny tale actually about was that I used to own a bearded dragon, and my gran actually developed a love for them after I bought my first bearded dragon. And when I was away, like with my boyfriend, I would leave the bearded dragon with my gran to look after, and she would feed her locusts and all sorts, and it was just really funny. And she'd take her downstairs to watch TV with her, and I'd sit her in the windowsill, so the bearded dragon would be looking out at the traffic and the trees and everything else that was going on. My gran just absolutely fell in love with her, and we were both like really sad when she died. Yeah, I was really sad, but it was really funny because there's a lot of very funny tales to tell you about my gran, especially the one time she actually had a locust that escaped from the locust enclosure, and in the night the locust somehow had managed to get into her hair while she was in bed, and she woke up screaming. There was locust in her hair. I'd never known of it. I didn't know of it until she said the next morning, because she didn't wake me up, even though it was probably me that let the locust escape. And very funny tale. Lots of those if you want to hear more of them. Okay, and then this one is the next one that started. This is like a Harley Quinn Clockwork Orange. I love the film Clockwork Orange, so I kind of went with a bit of that kind of style and a bit of Harley Quinn, you know, with the hair. And then I sort of felt tempted to stop after I'd actually finished colouring her in. But then I continued, and I sort of made a mess of the background. So I had to go over it and colour over it and put things, hearts here and circles there and cogs here, and just to kind of make it stand out. I don't know, I'm not sure if I really like what I've done, And I'm also really disappointed because I've been trying to get better at noses, and as you can see I made a complete mess of it, and I don't really like my nose. But I like the effect that I did here with the gold and the cogs. That was like really cool. But the rest of it, nah, I'm not sure. And I also like the glass eye thing. I thought that really worked well. But then I just went and completely messed it up with the background, so there's that one. The next one is Married Life. This is a bit of a joke between me and my fiance. I decided to colour this in. It says he stole my heart, so I'm planning revenge. I am going to take his last name. And I thought it was appropriate because there's a lot of detail I've taken to colour in all of this, which for many of you probably is not that much detail, but for me it took me hours and hours and hours. But it is a page of dedication to show him how much I love him, because I'm that dedicated. I would do a whole page of intricate colouring like this for him. So he should be happy. He should be happy with that. And hopefully this will be going up in our office. So there was that one. And then this one, I asked my fiance to do a picture, to colour in a picture of a cat for Cat a Day. This is what he came up with. So I was a bit astonished when I saw it. I was like, okay, it's locking a bit of colour there. He's basically just done a bit of Sharpie metallic over the edges of the pans, coloured in a bit of the cat. I thought he would go for more of a black and white feel to the cat because we've got a black and white cat, but anyway, he went for a ginger cat look. And then for some reason, I don't know why, he decided to add yellow liquid coming out of the pans, which just looks like the cat has, you know. And I don't know if I should be asking him to do another colouring anytime soon. And also it lacks any colour really, it's just kind of gone, a bit of colour here, a bit of colour there, done. It didn't really work. It's gonna kill me if he sees this upload when I've uploaded it. Anyway, I just thought that was really funny. I thought I'd share that one with you. So that was a cat that he coloured for Cat a Day. Right, the next one is from A Million Cats by Lulu Mayo, and the first one I have to show you is this one. This is a quick page I did with Prismacolors and brush pens. It's just really simple, easy fun. I liked that one a lot. It's really good, the effect you can get with using very minimal amount of colours. And then this one here with the geishas dancing, whatever they call them. Yeah, geishas. It was a bit tricky because I had a lot of bleed through from the previous page. You can see here. I hate that page, by the way. That's absolutely, what an abomination. Anyway, I had a lot of bleed through from that, so I was trying to colour over it, but you can still see the blue patches where it's been, like, you can see that. I don't know, a bit of a blue patches there where I had my colour bleed through. That was annoying, but I thought, well, I'm going to try and fix it. So I did it like that, and I put them pink bellies on, just for fun. I thought it would look quite funny. So there we go. That was that one. Okay, the next one I did was this one from Leela Julie colouring book, Flower Year. This has been on my whip list for so long. I just kept coming back to it and leaving it and coming back to it and leaving it, and then finally managed to get my bum into gear and get on with it. I can't say that I can't tell you which colours I use, sorry. I've got a list here and all it says is literally Prisma, and that's it. Yeah, that's not very helpful. I think it's because I kept going back to this, finishing kind of sections of it and then going back to it again, and I just got completely confused what colours I'd used, what makes of pen and pencils that I've used, and I ended up with this where everything's a bit of a mess, but I quite like the leaves, and I like this, which one is it? That little flower. That one. That was really cute, but yeah, so that was that page. And now I've managed to get onto the snowdrops and added a few snowdrops behind it. And then the crocuses, and that's as far as I've got, and now up to February. And I plan to have this book, I plan to actually colour in the February, then the March, then all the way through till we get up till the end of the year. But obviously we're now in August and it's just, you know, February on this book. So I haven't really done very well there, have I? Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster, but I'm going to keep on at it and see what we get to. And then finally, just a recap really from the previous video, which I deleted, of a colouring I did, which I thought was quite good, in the Alan Roberts Beauty of Horror. So it's not where it is. So this is just a recap. If you've seen it before, oh, this one I've done before. I've seen that one, sorry. That one. And then, yeah, this one was the one I did with the butchers and the girl that's tied up. I think she's had like a bad trip and she's imagining it all, but I don't know, that's what I did with it. But yeah, I've been feeling very uninspired, but I did decide to put this one back in this upload just to show you, because I was quite pleased with this one at the end of it. I thought it was pretty good. So there we go. If you've stayed around for this long, thank you, and hopefully I should be back with more videos soon. So yeah, thank you and happy colouring.